An HTML document consists of two important parts. Document creation, what the users will see. Tags, and how they see it. Tag HTML is considered to be the head of the family. It's from this tag that the browser recognizes it's an HTML document. PS For every opening tag there is a closing tag like this, /HTML. The tag HTML is followed by the head tag. This is a special one, and the content written inside is not displayed on the web page. It comprises of the title of the browser window, or any other instructions which you want to provide to the web browser. For example, the head tag is followed by the body tag, where the actual content that is visible on the web page is written, i.e. all the visual elements such as headings, paragraphs, images, etc. Brilliant! You have unlocked the basic ingredients of an HTML document. Time for some brain tease. Before we move any further along this learning path, several questions may have popped into your head. Do not worry, we can help you solve at least a few of them. Question: how do web browsers interact with HTML? Answer: browsers are too proud, they just cannot read the content directly from the place where it is stored. To settle this conflict, web servers are used. A web server acts like an intermediator, it patiently listens to the browser's request and executes it for us. The document delivered to the browser contains the HTML text, which is displayed just by identifying the tag HTML from the document. Question: what makes HTML so powerful? Answer: as it turns out, HTML is a very friendly language and is on good terms with almost all of the web browsers. It isn't needy and works out well using a simple text editor. It is the least complicated when it comes to search engines. So, are you interested in making a simple, stable, well-structured website? Then learn HTML. Question: why isn't HTML a programming language? Answer: trust me or not, HTML is a fashion diva. It controls the presentation, structure and layout of the data on a web page. It just does not contain any functional or programming logic. Manipulating data is not in its nature, neither does it perform tasks like event handling, taking input and displaying output. This is what makes it different from a programming language. P.S. There are no if-else conditions. Smile.
Have you ever wondered how a website is made? Well, HTML is used to create websites. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is used for making the electronic documents, also called as web pages, that we see on the World Wide Web. HTML consists of a set of codes or tags which are easily interpreted by web browsers. These sets of tags are written in an HTML document. An HTML document is a simple text file that is written using any simple text editor. This document has various tags, such as HTML, head, title, and body. Here, the HTML tag helps the browser to recognize an HTML document. The HTML tag is followed by a head tag. The head tag consists of a title tag. In HTML, a / is used in the closing tag. The browser will display the text written inside the title tag as the title of the web page. The body tag includes the content to be displayed on the website. Finally, this HTML document has to be closed with a closing tag.
Hey browser. Here is some advice for you. You should never stop listening to the web server. It always has some exciting content for you. Teamwork makes the dream work. A web page is the result of a team working together. A web server can be hardware, software that lets you deliver the web page to your browser. Browsers just have to read and decode the instructions, displaying exciting content on the screen. And we just realized, that's what a web page is, It's time to put your learning to some good use. We can start by opening a simple text editor like Notepad, TextEdit, etc. Try revisiting your mind palace and refer to the memory of the basic HTML structure that you have learned. The code uses the same structure. Now save the text file as HTML or HTML file. You can call it hey.html. Try opening the file in your web browser. Isn't it a beauty, Did you notice anything in the prior code? Indentation made it easy to understand. The tags were written using lowercase. So, correct capitalization should be used throughout the code. All tags were closed in the proper order. P.S. Indentation is an art of providing space from the margin to provide structure to the code. You know what? We actually like you. With some basic knowledge, you just built your first web page. Impressive. Before moving ahead, we would like to tickle your mind,
When we want to access any information from the internet, we search for it on a browser. Have you ever wondered how the browser provides us with such information? Well, the browser gets all the content from a web server. This content is stored in the web servers in the form of the HTML document. Now, let's create a web page so that we can upload it on our server. First, we have to open a simple text editor. Then, this basic HTML structure is to be written here. Now, this text file is to be saved as .htm or .html file. Let's save this file as hey.html. On opening this file in the browser, our web page will look like this.
Let's make this learning roadmap of HTML more exciting as we move on. Next on our way is the backbone of the HTML language. Yes, you are correct, we are talking about HTML tags. As coffee is to morning, a paragraph is to the body in a web page. Denotation, p and less than /p. Location, it's placed inside the body tag. Usage, it lets you make new paragraphs. Visibility, the text placed inside this tag will be visible on the main web page. Here is an example to take you through. FYI, putting one tag inside another is termed as nesting. When we open this code in our web browser, it looks like this. Writing sentences in a new line provides symmetry to the writing. The break tag lets you start a sentence from a new line in HTML. Denotation, BR. Location, it's placed inside the body tag. Usage, lets you start from a new line. Special characteristic, it's a self-closing HTML tag. We have been waiting for you to ask this question: what is a self-closing HTML tag? The opening and closing are both included under same tag. Not all tags can be used in such a manner. Identified by the / towards the end. Here is an example. For better understanding, try displaying the above without using BR. Hint, it would all be in the same line. The route map has started to take some interesting turns. Let's continue to travel down it. We tend to prioritize the important stuff. In HTML we make use of headings. Denotation, H1/H1 greater than H2/H2 greater than H3/H3 greater than H4/H4 greater than H5/H5 greater than H6/H6 greater than. Location, it's placed inside the body tag. Usage, H1 greater than to H6 greater than arranged on basis of priority, H1 greater than, highest. Visibility, the text placed inside this tag will be visible on the main web page. Still not clear? Don't you worry, this example will resolve any confusion. Isn't it amazing how you can sort the important stuff from the content, just by providing a suitable heading structure? There are different tags present to format the content on a web page. Let's learn about them. The bold tag. Denotation, B less than /B. Location, it's placed inside the body tag. Usage, lets you mark the text bold to showcase importance. The italic tag. Denotation, I less than /I. Location, it's placed inside the body tag. Usage, lets you mark the text in italic font. The underline tag. Denotation, U less than /U. Location, it's placed inside the body tag. Usage, just in case you want to underline a text. Now it's time to make use of these tags. PS, we have included everything in a separate paragraph. Once you try running the code, the content will automatically change, see below. Time for a little pat on your back. You just crossed the most difficult hurdle. Bravo, let's continue.
If you want to make a beautiful website using HTML, tags will help you in doing so. HTML has different types of tags, such as the root element, the document head, the title page, etc. Let's look at each tag in detail. This tag is called as root element. All web pages start with this HTML element. This tag helps us in writing paragraphs on the web page. The text written between this tag forms a paragraph on the website. It is placed inside the body tag. Like a paragraph tag, break tag is also placed inside the body tag. Break tag helps to start a sentence from a new line. On the web page, this program will look something like this. Now that you have learned about tags, check out a few code snippets on tags in the Programs section and practice your skills in the compiler in the Programming Hub app.
Have you ever made a picture collage? It does look good, right? We can also make our web pages more interactive by adding images to it using img tag. Denotation, img. Location, it's placed inside the body tag. Usage, let's help you add an image to the page. The tag is used like this. Img src equals images path greater than. src is an attribute to include the image's path. An attribute provides additional information about your HTML tag. FYI, the image's path can also be an image URL. Let's move on to learn another special tag. Don't get confused, attributes are explained in detail in a later section. Let's try this. FYI, for simplicity we've saved all our images and files in the same folder. Hence just the image name was included. A simple straight web page, will it look good and be appealing? Of course not. Hence, the div tag comes into the picture. Denotation, div less than /div. Location, it's placed inside the body tag. Usage, let's get you to divide the page into sections. Let's give this a try. Click to see the output. Isn't it amazing to learn how this language works? Just like the title of Mr. or Ms. adds meaning to your name, similarly you might have noticed the text in your browser window. That's the use of a title tag. Denotation, title less than /title. Location, it's placed inside the head tag. Visibility, not on the main page. Usage, lets you provide special instructions to the browser. Want to see how it works? Try doing this. Check your browser window, you'll be able to see the text written inside title tag. FYI, title tag is very helpful for search engines. Foodies, if we had a connecting door to the kitchen, directly from our room, wouldn't that be fun? Similarly, to embed other web pages links to your web page, an anchor tag is used. Denotation, a less than /a. Location, it's placed inside the body tag. Usage, linking between web pages. Here is how you can use it. href is another attribute used to define the link. The link gets displayed like this. I think you should try clicking this. I think you should try clicking this. Click this. That's quite a pace you have achieved. Do you people mind having some extra money in your pockets? Neither does the browser. So, an attribute just gives some extra information about the HTML element to the browser. It can be a property related to width, height, or color of an object. The attribute is made up of two parts. Attribute name. Attribute value. Equals is used to set the value. The value is placed inside the double quotes. It's like attribute equals value. A secret passage to the hidden treasure, how exciting. href forms the same passage between the two web pages/documents. In layman terms, it lets you provide the link of the web page to allow the user to connect to other web pages. Ever notice the arrows on a subway that mark our path to the exit? The src attribute lets you provide the path for the image in a web page. It instructs the browser where to look for the image. You can define a width, height, etc. for an image using these attributes. Alt defines text/name for an image, just in case it can't be displayed. Width, an optional attribute to set the width of the image. Height, an optional attribute to set the height of the image. All being put to use. Try removing src to see how alt works. This might have provided you with a clearer picture. The style attribute does the final touch-up of the HTML elements. It lets you change, or add different styles to it. It can be in the form of background color, size, etc. FYI, this is just a basic description. This will be explained in detail in our CSS course. There is a simple syntax. Style equals property value. The property implies basic color, the font size gives the property of an element. This is how the changed text look. PS, it's a generic attribute and can be used with any of the HTML tags. Don't get confused, it's similar to changing colors and size in a Word document, but by using HTML. Try doing it for yourself. Ready to change the background color? Hint, property, background color changes the background color of the text. And the output for the user can be displayed, like this. Awesome, let's continue. Let's quickly take you through all that we have learned so far. HTML Hypertext Markup Language. The special connection it shares with the browser. How easily the browser understands and responds to it. We came across the lifeline of the HTML language. Yes, we are talking about tags. Some turned out to be the roots HTML, head, body. Some turned to be the branches ph1 greater than h6 greater than br. Some turned out to be the special fruits div, a, image, title. Now these make use of some special seeds to enhance the usability. We are those special seeds that provide the so powerful special tags, href, src, style. The style attribute carries more features with it: font size, color, background color. Don't worry, we'll do it step by step. It's time to open your text editing documents. Save it as mywebpage.html, or any other name. For simplicity, we save our files and images in the same folder. 4. Now I think it is time to start writing the code. Five. Let's try adding an image to the previous text. 6. Let's add some description by using the paragraph tag. 7. Let's type this in a different color. Want to add a background color to the above text? Let's add it. 8. Just notice how we can add more than properties to the style attribute. PS, try using with and without width. 9. Let's try referring to another web page. Hint, the anchor tag. 10. Excited enough to check how your web page look? Open the HTML file in the browser. Bazinga. Isn't it amazing? You just created your own web page. You've mastered the art of learning and creating your own web page. Time to pat yourself on the back and celebrate. This is just the first step. Before leaving, we will provide you with a brief description about HTML5. Congratulations on your newly achieved success. Cheers for keeping up with us. So, before we say our final goodbyes, it's our responsibility to upgrade you a little with the ongoing trends in HTML. New updates generally leads to a better and smooth working of an application, such as the new and 5th version of HTML. It was designed to deliver rich and enhanced media support. This side of it lets you develop complex web applications. Applications that run on a web server and are accessed using a browser. Various new elements and tags are added to make it more interactive. The basic structure still remains the same with some minute changes, we'll discuss later. It helps with cross-platform development. Click on Next to learn about it. Cross-platform means developing applications and software for more than one platform such as web, desktop, mobile, etc. Coming back to the introduction, special tags have been added too, for embedding audio and video into the web page. Let's learn how it is different from basic HTML in the next topic. We are as excited as you are about learning HTML5. So, the first difference that you'll notice is doctype declaration, denoted as <doctype HTML. Don't get confused, we'll explain it to you in detail. Doctype declaration tells the browser in which version of HTML the page has been coded. It is always the first line of a HTML document. PS, it's not a tag. Hence it doesn't require a closing tag. Unlike HTML, HTML5 has content-specific elements, for example header, footer, section, etc. So, if we want to fix a specific text in header and footer, we just need to add the content inside the respective tags and tada:(D). There is one more exciting feature which has been added in HTML5, it is geolocation. Using this, the location of the site visitor can be discovered. This feature is brought to life using the geolocation API. Don't worry, you'll find out about it while learning HTML5 in detail. To make this more exciting, let's introduce you to some newly added tags. Location for all, placed inside body. 1. Header and /header contains the introductory part of the page. You can add brand's name, image, logo, etc. H1 greater than H6 greater than can be used to make it more approachable. For any website, have you noticed that information like privacy policy, copyright information, contact, etc. are at the bottom of the web page? 2. Footer and /footer lets use the above collected memory and put that inside footer tada. Your web page will also display the same at the very bottom. 3. Nav and /nav in a web page. Have you ever noticed links like home, profile, my account in a single section? Those all can be added under nav, to group them under one particular area. 4. Article and /article has a dedicated place for itself in the web page. You can consider the example of a comment box, blog, etc. We have dutifully guided you through all this and we are so proud of it. Time to pat yourself on the back for this new achievement, trophy. Let's do this.